I'm beginning to learn the topic from Earth and West, and the title of my topic is a compare and contrast of the character of cannibal in Earth and West and Earth and West. And has written Earth and West as from the perspective of the postcolonial view, that how we can say that he has adopted the colonial work, means that how colonialism has been rooted deeply in the Earth and West, and from that point of view, any student has taken Earth and West as to write from the perspective of postcolonial view, that how in Earth and West the third world countries, or we can say that the black people has been treated, and how in Earth and West he has given a special treatment to the black slaves. As my topic is comparing contrast with the character of Caliban, that we can easily identify that both generations has made in both in Earth and West. That in Earth and West, Caliban is having no power, and in Earth and West, Caliban is having power. Means in Earth and West, if we see in postcolonial study, it's kind of a deconstructive study, that how postcolonial writers deconstruct the colonial ideas, and how by deconstructing the idea, he deconstructs the new ideas, his own ideas. And we can see in that Caliban's character that in Earth and West, he is not in power position, he is in periphery, and in Earth and West, Caliban is having power, means he has been given the power. Though he is in periphery, but having some power in his hand. More than this, we can say that in Earth and West, Caliban and Ariel both are slaves, but as in animal form there is one for that all are equal, but some are more equal. Here in the Earth and West, we can identify that how in Earth and West it is true that though both were equal, but somehow Ariel has been given a bit more importance in Earth and West, while in Earth and West both are equal. Means Ariel has been treated same as how Caliban has been treated in the Earth and West. Then having no language, in the language, he is having no language, while in a language he is having language. Means in the language, he has been forced to use a master's language. He has to use the English language by language, while in our language, though he has been forced to use English language, sometimes he uses his own mother tongue even, that he knows that how to use the language. Presented as colonial Caliban, or in our language, we can see that his perspective from colonial to post-colonial, means whatever we can use whatever as a colonial, but that Caliban has been presented as colonial man, while in our language, the shift means the point of view changes here, that how he represents the post-colonial identity, that we can see that transformation from colonial to post-colonial identity. Then presented as more brutal or as a monster in the language, while in our language presented as colonized with more aggression. Here we can see that how white people's mentality works behind black people. That even for the third world countries, that white people always think that whatever the world third world countries people will do always will be harmful to the white people, or will maybe for the society. That's how Caliban has been presented as people of third world countries, we can say the black slaves. That whatever he does, maybe always kind of monstrous thing, or maybe he has been presented as brutal, while in our language he has been presented as colonized person. Here he is colonized, but he has that aggression, means he is seeking for his freedom. primitive humanity, or in our temperance, it symbolizes as third world country. In her temperance, his enslavement is because of his own character, while in our temperance, his enslavement caused by their race. Means in the temperance, it has been shown that he tried to rape Miranda, and because of that thing, he was forced to live in cave. While in our temperance, it is clearly shown that his enslavement means he is being treated as slave because of his race. As when the idea of color works is that as he is black, treated as black slave, or he is black, then here comes the race, difference of race, that if he belongs to black people and belongs to white people, then we can say that because of his race, or because of the mindset of the British people or white people, he has been treated as a slave. In the sense that Taliban tacitly admits his attempt to rape Miranda in our temperance, he doesn't accept their charges, and he raised his voice against this Prospero that in the temperance he don't know whether he has tried to rape or not, but he still accepts that he has tried to rape Miranda, but in our temperance, he doesn't accept that charges, and he raises his voice. Even in his British people's language, he starts to say to Prospero that listen, you are the one that put those dirty clothes in my head. This is the mentality of British people, or British white people, that how deeply how deeply this kind of mentality has been rooted in their mind, and how deeply they rooted that inferiority in our mind by saying to things all the time that you are slave. By that time we will also accept that yes, we are inferior and they are superior. So in this way we can say that somewhere we are lacking. We people from several countries, we are lacking that we even accepted that yes, we are inferior. They accept his dominated subjectivity, and in our language he doesn't accept his dominated subjectivity. In her language he is being given a name Caliban, and he easily accepted, and he never regrets for it. But in our language he fights for, he directly said to Prospero that he don't want to be called as Caliban, better it would be better he should be called as Atlas. Means here he comes to also identity, that naming, giving a name or naming claims to categories, that he don't want to be categorized by the people. He wants his own, he wants to live like identityless life. That if there is a category, that if there is naming process, that if there is a naming system, then obviously we can easily identify the race or category. If there is no naming system, then everybody will be in the same boat. But we can say that all are equal and all are having the same power and position. Last is, in both the dramas, Caliban asks for Stefano and Trinculo to be his new master. Here, Caesar has not made any changes, but he has just changed the significance of this element, that in the both dramas, Caliban asks Stefano and Trinculo that they should join him, and he said that, well, you see, this island belongs to me, except that a man named Prospero cheated me of it. I am perfectly willing to give you my right to it. Means he is ready to give his right even, but the fact is, you will have to fight Prospero for it. Here it's a difference. It means in the time when he easily gives his right and everything to Prospero, Stefano and thankful. But in our temples, when the three of all these three people came face to face with Prosper, at that time, Caliban realizes that once again, if I will give once again my rights to them, and I will believe in that people, then again I will have to face that slavery again. And for that, if I want to I want to get my freedom back, then I will have to stand on my own feet. And here we can say that maybe it's by changing the significance of this Caliban, this realizes maybe Caesar wants third world people that now once if we have got the freedom, then vanish all that deep-rooted mentality that you are inferior, but create your own identity here and stand on your own feet. Maybe his dream that third world countries should have their own identity and they should in our position compared to others.